Is the word Staithe used outside of Norfolk? In Norfolk, a landing stage for unloading boats is called a staithe. The Norfolk broads and rivers are dotted with staithes. Notices proclaim things like public staithe or private staithe, but I do not ever recall seeing the word staithe outside of Norfolk. Does anyone else know of staithes? It comes from the Old Norse stath, meaning landing stage. Does no one else in Britain recognize the word staithe? If that is the case, this is very interesting. Patricia Pussa in her article Dickens as Sociolinguist links many Norfolk words to Scandinavian languages.
The Stockton Coal Staithes were once noteworthy as being the destination of the Stockton and Darlington Railway, but I haven't heard the word used for anything else, apart from, as Andrew Leach mentioned, the village of Staithes. I didn't know until your question that this wasn't a Northeast dialect word. The Oxford Online Dictionary says, in the north and east of England, a landing stage for loading or unloading cargo boats.
The OED says that the word is now local only, and suggests that one consult the English Dialect Dictionary. It also says that second and third senses are current only in places where the Scandinavian influence was strong. That would seem to suggest that the first sense may still be current in certain other places than that, but still local. Etymology, in sense, def number 1, representing OE. St Latin letter A newt. Once mask, E equals OS. Stad bank, shore, O. Stad mask, newt, MHG. Stat, inflected stad dash, mod dot G. Dial. Star, goth star that, mask. Or newt, ochute, asterisk star, F, asterisk star dash, C stand V. In senses, def number 2, E and def number 3, which are not evidenced in OE. And are current only in districts where Scandinavian influence is strong, the word prob represents, or has coalesced with, the cognate wana. Stofem, asterisk store, landing stage, nor STD. Compare to also O. Stado weak mask, MHG. Stard, mod.g. Dial. Staden, E and MHG. Gistat newt, mod.g. Gestade, landing place point 1. The land bordering on water, a bank, shore. (1338) Orid Cartulary of Tinmouth Monastery 172 in Brand Hist. Newcastle, 1789, E2. 255, Domus quam predictus prior et sus conventus, habent in predicta villa novae castri super la Staithes. Circa 1390 in Grossguild Merch. 2. 169, Lin Regis, unam communum placium vicadum la commend Staithe cum pertinentius. 1420 ENG. Miscellaneous, Certes, 17, we, searchers of the masons and rights of the side of York, award and demi-yt a line be drawn straight for a ye corner of ye Staithe of ye chauntui, un to ye next corner of ye Staithe of ye common place. Circa 1440 prom. Parv. For 73 E1, Staithe, watery side, Stacio. 1519 in Archaeologia XXV. For 18, for carrying of ye same IJ cads, of red herrings, to ye common Staithe, IJD. 1653 Lilburn Trite and Amp, cast 4, he, sold £1,000 worth of coals that were upon the Staithes. 1667 Primate City and Amp, C, build. 26, you may consider what staithes or wharfs there be upon the river. 1708 J, C, Campbell. Collier, 1845, E49, the rivers are not navigable for ships, so high as they quays or coal staiths. 1833 H.T. Martineau Tale of Tyne 1, train after train of coal wagons slid by on the railroad from the pit to the Staithe. 1862 Smiles Engineers 3. 11, arrived at the Staithes, the wagons are emptied at once into the ships waiting alongside for cargo. 1905 times the 4th of March 9/6, at midnight last night the River Tyne Commissioners' new Staithes were totally destroyed by fire. 3. An embankment point 1698 de la Prime Diary, Certes, E185, their tide, is fenced out with huge staithes, for if all the water might be suffered to come in that wood, it would drown the whole levels. 1839 Stonehouse Axholme 52, the fertility of the soil, would induce the inhabitants, by means of staiths and embankments, to reclaim the land thus formed. 1876 Whitby Gloss. SV Staithe, states, masonry to prevent the ground as a foundation from being washed away.
In Yorkshire, on the Rye Ouse, up to Goole, there are many staithes along the way. Marked on the charts, there is Crabley Staithe, Grove Staithe, Bankhouse Staithe, to name but a few. Interestingly, the spellings are all without the E, on ABP charts. As you pass the points, there is rarely a full landing stage or jetty, but there is evidence from a pile of rocks, that perhaps there used to be. It still seems like a northeast of England description, influenced by the Norse language.
Staithe was a word commonly used for the storage structures in railway goods yards for coals. It seems to have derived from staithes in maritime use. Brocatt's Glossary of North Country Words, 1829, defines a staithe as a place to lay up and to load coals at. It seems to have been used as such from the early days of railways in the northeast. It is commonly spelt with or without an E on the end. Some websites list staithe as having Anglo-Saxon roots, whereas staithe is listed as being of Danish origin. It no longer appears in many dictionaries and seems to be falling out of use, but there are many place names all the way down the east and onto the south coast incorporating the word in either form, and so is still used as a place name, including pubs and restaurants.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.